Hello everyone and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. The ultimate consequence of the rebellion in the church is that souls are damned, eternally deprived of the vision of God for which they were created. Make no mistake, the rebellion has and continues to have dire consequences. First, a loss of faith, followed by damnation. Two cases make the point. According to a report in LifeSite News, a retiring bishop in Ireland by the name of William Walsh recently came out and publicly stated in the Irish Times that throughout his priestly life, he had barely maintained his faith in the existence of God, the divinity of Christ, and the existence of the afterlife, never mind the Catholic teaching on homosexuality and the ordination of women. He said, quote, "I suppose at this stage I have decided that I choose to believe to some degree, but I can't prove from reason these teachings," end quote. And this man was the leader of a flock numbering in the hundreds of thousands over his nearly 20 years as bishop. Can anyone doubt with this kind of bishop that untold numbers of Catholics didn't simply abandon the faith? Add Bishop Walsh to the list of clerical and lay leaders in the church who have lost the faith. But then there is the other kind of rebel in the church, the one who has refashioned the faith into what they want it to be and doesn't doubt for a moment what they now believe. Case number 2 in the loss of faith brought about by the rebellion. A self-described faithful Catholic woman who wrote in the comments of a blog that she is exceedingly proud of her son, her teenage son, for writing the bishop and saying he would not be confirmed because the church was wrong in her teachings about abortion, homosexuality, women's ordination. The mother of this son then goes on to praise her son for his steadfastness, calling him a better Catholic than she is. There's a toss-up. She also concludes in her online comments with this deep insight, quote, "He is the reason that I believe the American Catholic Church will become in the future a separate branch rather than Roman Catholic," end quote. That was the only thing she said of any value because it rings of truth. For so many people in America and the West, there are already two different Catholic churches operating. There is a de facto schism. You see, this is the result. This is the consequence of the rebellion. But don't be deluded. Just because these two examples, the mother and the Irish bishop, are public about their treachery, don't think for one moment that there are not millions of others who are quiet about their membership in the rebellion. In parish after parish, chancery after chancery, Catholic university after Catholic university, the rebels are walking around wearing mitres and collars. They are RCIA teachers and directors of religious education on the parish level and the diocesan level. Their goal is to replace the existing Catholic Church with one of their own creation. This is frightening stuff. In fact, it is the most frightening stuff of all that one could begin to imagine. And it's understandable that people don't want to think about it or hear about it, but refusing to see reality is never an option. The church needs brave men and women willing to stand up to these rebels in our ranks and expose them for what they are. That's why we've produced CIA, Catholic Investigative Agency, Rebellion in the Church. It's a look at how the rebellion began and how it keeps going. You can get to it by clicking on the link right over here. If you're watching on YouTube or some other site, just go to realcatholictv.com and it's right there on the front page. We hear lots and lots of things here at realcatholictv.com from all over the world and locally. There is a worldwide rebellion being carried out at this very moment. But don't take our word for it. Ask the Irish bishop, who barely believes in God or the afterlife, or the Catholic mother, who is proud as punch of her son's assault against the dogmas of the faith. Join the counter-rebellion to restore the church to her greatness, or simply be swept away by the current rebellion. The choice is yours. By the way, we've posted links to the story about the bishop and the online comments from the mother right over here as well. God bless you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.